Will Donald Trump participate in a second debate with Kamala Harris before November 5th?
Well, Casey, I thought this was a bit perplexing because President Trump has already said that he is going to do 3 debates. We had the September 4th debate, which was going to be on Fox, and Kamala Harris was a no-go. We had last night, and President Trump already said that on September 25th, we would do a debate on NBC. But now Kamala Harris seems to have memory hold that, and rather than just saying, we'll see you on September 25th on NBC, is now throwing out some fictional date in October. So very clearly, we're going to have to go back to the drawing board. We've already committed September 25th against NBC. But Kamala Harris,
will you do it
because
on
last
NBC?
night she had
if she
2
agrees
goals.
to show up on NBC on September 25th, will you be there?
Oh, we've already committed to September 25th with NBC.
So because we've done 2 debates and because they were successful, there will be no 3rd debate.
But because they already know everything. They say, oh, Trump's, not doing.
And there you have it, lads and lassies. After getting bodied so badly in front of the world, big bad anti-cancel culture alpha male Donald Trump has decided that there will be no 3rd debate, despite his own advisors claiming just days prior to the
They're eating the dog
massacre that he committed to 3 debates and would follow through on that.
2 nights ago, Donald Trump and I had our first debate, and I believe we owe it to the voters to have another debate.
So because we've done 2 debates and because they were successful, there will be no 3rd debate.
Well, today the former president posted a lengthy diatribe on Truth Social in which he declared that there will be no rematch for him and Harris, ranting, quote, "Polls clearly show that I won the debate against Comrade Kamala Harris, the Democrats' radical left candidate, with him ending in all capital letters, there will be no 3rd debate."
Why not debate her?
Well, wait. But because they already know everything. They say, oh, Trump's, not doing the debate. That's the same thing they'll say now. I mean, right now I say, why should I do a debate? I'm leading in the polls. And everybody knows her, everybody knows me. But when I looked at the hostility of that, I said, why am I doing it? Let's do it with another network.
Now, first of all, it's unclear what polls the former president is consulting here. Maybe they're from the same drawer as his Obamacare alternative that he promised years ago. Maybe where he found the facts on the hot dog eating parties involving real hot dogs.
At levels that nobody has ever seen before. In addition to Aurora, Colorado, there's a place called Springfield, Ohio that you've been reading about. 20,000 illegal Haitian immigrants have descended upon the town of 58,000 people, destroying their entire way of life. This was a beautiful community. And now
I just want to clarify here. You bring up Springfield, Ohio, and ABC News did reach out to the city manager there. He told us there have been no credible reports of specific claims of pets being harmed, injured, or abused by individuals within the immigrant community.
Well, I've seen people on television.
Let me just say here, this is the
people on television say my dog was taken and used for food. So maybe he said that, and maybe that's a good thing to say for a city manager.
I'm not taking this from television.
Because instant polls from CNN and YouGov favored Harris by a landslide. Trump's party struggled to do damage control over his angry, erratic rambling on the debate stage. Hell, even Fox News polls couldn't hide the truth.
He says, and he's commented a couple of times today, that he won the debate, and all the polls show that he won the debate. I haven't seen a single one.
I'm going to show you now our power rankings about to be revealed for the first time. We mentioned a moment ago that there are changes, all right? Let's put it into motion, okay? We believe right now that North Carolina and Georgia have had a shift. They've had some movement. So I want to direct your attention down to the southeastern corner of the country. Georgia and North Carolina are considered toss-ups. Our forecast at the moment has Kamala Harris the lead. We've got her at 241. We've got Trump at 219. You need 270 to win. That's the magic number in the end. Okay, and that's our power rankings as of now.
And while Bunker Boy is living up to his name, the vice president responded with a counter that American voters were owed more than just one face-to-face confrontation between the candidates.
Because this election and what is at stake could not be more important. On Tuesday night, I talked about issues that I know matter to families across America, like bringing down the cost of living, investing in America's small businesses, protecting reproductive freedom, and keeping our nation safe and secure. But that's not what we heard from Donald Trump. Instead, it was the same old show. That same tired playbook that we've heard for years, with no plans for how he would address the needs of the American people, because you know it's all about him, it's not about you. Well, folks, I said it then, I say it now. It's time to turn the page.
In fact, the Harris campaign challenged Trump to another debate minutes after the broadcast ended, but Trump was too busy doing damage control in the spin room to help deflect from what everyone witnessed.
Vice President Harris was clearly well prepared, practiced on the offensive much of the night. Former President Trump did take a lot of the bait that she threw out in some of those answers.
Now, look, make no mistake about it. Trump had a bad night. He rose to the bait repeatedly when she baited him, something I'm sure his advisors had begged him not to do. In the first debate when Biden attacked him, he just kept his cool and kept going. In this debate, he rose to debating, and we heard so many of the old grievances that we'd long thought that Trump had learned were not winners politically. Mm-hmm. And there they all were, talking about how he didn't lose the election and all that. I mean, my sense is that she came out of this in pretty good shape. Now, how long this will last and is anybody's guess. But for tonight, at least, this was pretty much her night.
You're saying she had a good night?
I'm saying she certainly did.
Sean,
and I mean, looking at how his supporters responded last time he touted running from debating Kamala Harris, the hashtag #CalTrump was trending on his own Truth Social platform, which is why this is so hilarious, right? That this is the man that his cult followers lift up as the bastion of anti-PC free speech, but he's so afraid of getting humbled again in front of the world that he's just blatantly refusing to do it, despite already committing to it previously.
Meanwhile, Kamala Harris showed up spewing empty rhetoric, the same old lies, meaningless platitudes, offering no plans, no policies, and no details whatsoever, nothing. The two anchors, David Muir and Lindsay Davis, sat there and only corrected me on things where I was right, but didn't correct Kamala on Project 25 that I knew nothing about.
So from a political standpoint, is it better in their mind that Donald Trump not debate again, that performance he had with Kamala Harris was such that it might not be such a good idea? What do you think?
100% on that. I think a lot of the donors, or at least the ones that I was texting with the night of the debate, were not exactly thrilled about how that debate went down. What I will tell you, I do think it's smart for Donald Trump not to do the debate. I think that was a good decision with the campaign, and I'll tell you why. Because depending on when that debate will be scheduled, and if he has another repeat performance like he did, I don't know if the campaign can recover that quickly. I don't think they have enough time to recover from that. So you've got to keep in mind, we've got 54 days before the election. And if there is another, by the time the debate's set, and by the time it happens, you've got to have ads ready. You've got to, be able to respond to anything that would be negative. So I think due to the timing, the debate, not doing it, I think was a wise decision.
It just proves what I've said all along. He's an egomaniac with an inferiority complex. It's why he devoured the crowd-sized bait like it was lathered in ketchup. This comes as no surprise. Meanwhile, vice presidential candidates J.D. Vance and Tim Walz, they're still scheduled to debate in New York on October 1st.
What made you come to the spin room?
I just felt I wanted to. I was very happy with the result. We're looking at polls. The worst poll that we've had was 71 that I see. We had a 92% rating in one poll.
80 to 20. I told that to Brett Baer. And so we sent him a lot of polls, and we sent you a lot of polls this morning.
We had an 86% rating, and another we had 77%. One poll is 92% to 6. It's 92 to 7. 92
Mr. President, speak louder!
88 to 11. All of the polls are 60, 70, and 80. 86 to 3.
Well,
but every single poll last night had me winning like 90 to 10.
71% to like 24 or 25%.
Why don't you do a shout-out poll who they thought won the debate last night? It would be great.
He says, and he's commented a couple of times today, that he won the debate, and all the polls show that he won the debate. I haven't seen a single one.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Meidas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.